All right, what's up? Welcome everybody. This is Must-Stache. We got another PAL VR cast for you guys today. This one is week 8 in season 3, and we have Father Figures versus Legion Auxilia. I think that's Greek. Forgive me, my Greek is not super polished. We are coming to you live on a Sunday afternoon, which is kind of a fun time. So, got a few people in the audience already. We have 9 out of 10 in the lobby. So as soon as our last up joins and they get that strategy going, we are going to hop into the match. And we're starting with Bazaar today. Home team Father Figures, I believe, deferred their pick, so they gave Legion Aux the choice of map, and then Father Figures elected to choose side and are going to be starting off as Volk. Over on Legion Aux side, they have banned Downfall. So even though I see Doink in lobby, we aren't going to be getting any Downfall music today. No Downfall for this matchup. All right, hope everybody's doing well. I think this is going to be a fun match. Legion Aux is a new team for season 3. They do have a couple of players on their team, AB and Ronan, who have played competitively in the past. They were part of Legion last season. Legion, a fantastic top tier team. Bringing in some younger brothers here to form a new team is pretty cool. Over on their side today, we are going to have Saxon, Lewis, Mr. Pink, AB, and Jonko. So those are some talented players, and I think they're going to make this a good match versus Father Figures. Some of the players that we know are some of the best in this league. Father Figure side right now, we got 4 out of 5, but we're looking at Darren Clark, Doink, Reeds, and Zeph Gale. All right, what's up, Fulcrum? Thanks for joining from the other side of the world. It's 12 p.m. for me. I think it's probably like 12 a.m. for you. Jabo, what's up? We got Chris, Rolly, Eduardo. Eduardo, you gonna be friendly today? Eduardo has a match tonight. We've got Tactical Surgeons versus OVL Delta. It's actually really hoping I can pick that one up. Delta is an awesome team and deserves casts, and they have not been casted this season, I don't think. I don't know what's up with that, but gotta figure that one out. I'd love to get Delta in action sometime soon. Just don't know if it's gonna be able to happen tonight. All right, we're still waiting on one more here. We're gonna load in. Looking at both of these teams, I know Legion Aux is 3-3 on the season. Father Figures. Let's see. I'm gonna click over, see what our results are here on our Discord. Final scores. Father Figures, I think, only lost 1 or 2. Yeah, they're 4-2. So this is going to be a good matchup. Two teams that do have a shot at a playoff spot in their divisions. I mean, I know we're kind of early in the season. We're approaching the midway point. But this is the time where you start thinking about playoffs. And both of these teams are in the hunt. So this one matters. All right. Looks like we got Fuboy as our 5th hopping in for Father Figures. So we're going to be started here in a second. So everybody's predictions today. Father Figures, we all know, I mean, they're versatile players. They can handle any map. I think they prefer long-range engagements. So Legion Aux, I think, is considering that when they chose Bazaar here. That said, I've seen Father Figures play Bazaar pretty well, especially with Reeds joining their team this season. Reeds is one of the better Bazaar players that I know of. Just... oh man, he drives me nuts on Bazaar because he's so crafty at changing his position, but still doing the same job. So like, he'll lock down, you know, the east courtyard or something like that over by the Hummer, and he'll get you, and then you come back 30 seconds later, your next life, and he's like 10 feet off, you know, one side in another shadow, and gets you again. It's just, oh, so frustrating, man. But all right, I heard the beep. They're giving me a warning. I love it, guys. We got you in game, and we're gonna get started. Legion Aux starting as Marsoc. We're gonna follow these guys. I got Mr. Pink, fire team leader.
Nice.
Yeah, pick
Alright.
you up.
I see smokes
Well, I guess I'll do it.
in the harnesses here.
Code in now.
Love seeing that in Bazaar. Here we go. So we got Pink, and I think I heard one other heading that way. Nope, they backtracked. We're gonna start off with Jonko here, see if he gets any eyes downrange. Oh, watch out for Doink upstairs. And Reed's creeping his way forward. I can't see anything with that big old scope. All right, here he goes, moving forward. Watch out for DC. DC's always loved that flank. DC already picks up one over there. Will he swing it? He does. I couldn't get there in time. He's able to kill one on the red truck. You got two more crossing the far side. Darren might be able to see their heads as they cross, but that's going to be a tough shot. Let's see if we can see Saxon peek. Ooh, Darren doesn't see it. All right, we got shots coming in from the courtyard here. Lewis came up on the ramp. Doink's working the top balcony. So unless... Ooh, we'll see what Fuboy does here. Fuboy might be able to pick those guys up as they come in. Darren, meanwhile, working on Mr. Pink on this side. All right, is Pink coming forward? Will Darren rotate back? Come on, I want to get back to Fuboy because that's going to happen at the exact same time. And Darren takes out him. Gonna rotate for the refrag on Jocko. Timing doesn't work. All right, what's happening with Fuboy? So it looks like Lewis was able to make this cross. Fuboy saw that. AB's gonna hear these footsteps. Oh, but Saxon gets the help. So AB's coming in. Back to Darren. Was he able to find Jonko in the back room? He's got util coming out. Smoke. And DC places the trajectory on that. Now he hears Jonko's bullets, and he's going to try to find him. Oh, Jonko hits him with a great shot. I got to go to you. That's two quick kills and momentum. He's pushing forward. Will Reed see it? Yes, he does. Reed takes out Jonko. And that's 4 down for Legion. So Father Figure is able to recover a little bit. What's Reed's looking at? He's confirming Lewis. All right, let's look at some defensive positions here. We got Mr. Pink is, first of all, last up for Legion Aux. So he's going to try to push forward. As he does this, Reeds is going to be in a very good spot to pick him up if he crosses. Meanwhile, you got Doink working upstairs, playing it well. I love that he's not uptight in those doorways, making it easy to see. If you check his angle, he's got eyes on anybody's ankles running from red truck to blue room. So great position there. You got Fuboy listening to footsteps here in this courtyard, just outside of what I call Rice Room. Got Reeds, as we've seen, playing that front area. He's smoked out, so his job's going to shift mainly to the red truck, which, you know, you still got Saxon over in that area. Though he was just able to get around the smoke. So they felt safe. They're probably saying, he shot me through the smoke. But he was able to reposition. More smoke coming in. Saxon trying to cover his cross. Darren takes out one. And Reeds is able to make that. Reeds gets 2. He's just being a pest up here in the smoke. Holding down either side. Lewis came up top and he's looking for Darren. Darren went wide right. There are people over there.
Bro, I got the shakes so bad.
But he shifted back. He bails. He did identify one. They're holding the laser on that door. And Mr. Pink takes out Darren. All right. Reeds, meanwhile, as they cross, he's going to try to get this. They smoke him out again. Great smoke placement. Legion Aux is doing that very well so far this round. So that's going to help them out. Where's Zeph? Zeph is working a less common spot here. So as Marsoc attacks these buildings, I think they're going to be so focused on this back room, you know, assuming somebody's in there. And Zeph might have an opportunity to shoot some of these guys in the back as it happens. See how it works out. Jonko's going to go to the inverted corner in the courtyard itself. Pink's holding. I think Pink is he fire team? Going off his body language. No, he's not. All right, so he's just kind of clearing things. You got Darren looking through a tunnel here. Where's Pink's teammates? This is going to be tough for Pink because he's got 2 guys here. And he's, you know, hearing silence on this side. But they take him out. All right, Saxon. Looks like Reed's just got Jonko. Saxon's going to kind of try to work forward on these guys as well. Will he see... No, he will not. Zeph gets him. All right, and we're back to 3 down for Legion Aux. Trying to work forward. Father Figure's in a really great spot here because Reed's... I mean, there it is again. Reed's has been doing a lot of damage here. And then Zeph and, you know, DC combined have been holding that other side. And so Legion Aux hasn't been able to push further. You know, they haven't even been able to push across the street yet. They haven't been able to get a couple of these guys down. When they do, they're still going to run into Doink, protecting the back courtyard in the OBJ area. So, haven't hit the second level of Father Figure's defense quite yet. So they're still in more surprises. In for more surprises. All right. Reed's still causing damage here.
Right.
Zeph still working that cross. You go back to Reed's. Who's shooting? Lewis trying to pick up Zeph as he comes out. But DC takes him out. They put smoke on Reed's again, but once again, he's able to work the edges of it. Take another out. That's frustrating when you're not able to get that smoke to cover the entire thing. Boy just took out Pink, who's trying to avoid Reed's. Going left. And AB's like, dang it, man, I just lost one. Center alley. Oh, we got to go back to Boy. Ah, he rotates off. All right, Darren takes one out in those back windows. We got people trying to cross. Boy rotated. So this might be back to Reed's. So Lewis was able to make it across. If Pink comes into the middle doorways here, Reed's might have eyes on him eventually. Let's go to Lewis. Boy's back into his spot listening for footsteps here. Darren's just destroying these alleys. He gets another one. AB's going to try to cross. But the teamwork, Lewis gets him. So he's going to push into the courtyard. Reed's takes out AB just after that. So Reed's the same spot again. He's got great eyes on that street cross. But Lewis is going to be able to push forward here, but I think Legion Aux is running out of lives. So as he does this, Reed's is starting to shift backward. Zeph is also creeping up on him. Zeph's going to hold the opposite approach, or the opposite angle that Reed's has. And then you have DC, who I think is going to see it right now. And that's the end of map 1, round 1. Good defense by Father Figures. Man, super spread out. Looking forward. Again, kept Legion Aux from being able to push into the second level of their defense. And great job. Reed's 10-0 from that danger box up front. And Darren 11-3. Should have just stayed on those guys. Made my life a lot easier. All right, let's give Father Figures a point for map 1, round 1. All right. I may have just given the wrong point on that other screen. We'll go back and check. What's up, Ronan? See you in the chat. Gamer Girl, welcome. Bummer Ronan couldn't make it. Sounds like he's got a busted controller today. It's always tough. So how do you counter that box that Reed's plays, man? That is such a tough spot. It's so hard to see. So when you're crossing the far side of the street, so I guess it's the west side, that far truck corner used to be the red truck on the corner. It is so hard to see any defender on that box because there's that little wood cover from that angle, and then they have, you know, an open shot on you with no cover. As they're holding that angle, they can listen to footsteps over, you know, the fridge room area and the red truck up close. And so it's so tough. Like, Legion Aux was trying to get smoke on him, but it just didn't work. All right, I'm going to check the score here. Yeah, I got to change something real quick, and then we're going to follow in. Should be good. Now we're going to go and follow some players. Quick. Darren and Zeph pushing right up to blue. Love the aggression. We've got a frag coming in that doesn't hit, but it does make that defense pause for a second. That's always important. Darren getting hit by his own flank, but he's able to take out Jonko. Saxon holding the doorway. Smart play, but looks like Zeph was able to sneak through to the dark alley. And so Saxon's going to try to hold that, but Reeds takes him out. Pink's already trying to immediately refrag him. Pink's got a good cover advantage. He's taking shots from back room. Reeds is putting shots right on where he was just shooting him from.
Yeah, front bazaar down.
And then you got Lewis in this spot, who's rotating off. I'm going to go to Reeds. Reeds knows right where Mr. Pink's at and knows that Mr. Pink can't move fast off that spot. Now he's putting shots on the balcony. You got Doink with that 240. Up top, Reed's creeping in. I love this. He knows that they've got him pushed back. He knows that Mr. Pink has to stay tucked in. He knows that Doink has Lewis pinned with that suppressive fire. So he's trying to sneak up. I think Lewis is feeling it a little bit, but Reeds was able to stay low, get the cap. And now they're just going to load on this area. I did see an offensive smoke come in. That is going to help Legion Aux push forward a little bit. So here comes Saxon. Reeds goes down to a great frag. Again, because of that friendly offensive smoke, as soon as that code went out, Saxon was able to sneak in here. So Father Figures know they have to crash. Darren goes down from Jonko. Saxon's going to be able to get this cap. Doink still up top. Again, it was that offensive smoke in Legion Aux's favor. Doink's just laying it down. So Father Figures, I think, feeling like they're in control. They're going to be surprised when this code gets reset because they had so many eyes on it. All right, Reed's trying to recover, pushing forward. AB's going to work this flank. We're going to go first person on Reeds because he's going to spray this OBJ. And they push him back. Mr. Pink and Saxon here. Keeping him out, keeping him from leaving. Good frag by Darren. Darren's going to be pushing forward. He's fridge room right now. Those guys really want to leave blue room. But in order to do that, they're going to have to get past Saxon here. I'm stuck in a wall, so I got to go somewhere else. Whoa! We walked right into a head-to-head. Looks like Zeph actually took out AB, and then AB with the old grenade in the pocket or whatever AB does blows him up. All right, so good recovery by Legion Aux. They were, I mean, that was very close for a Father Figures cap. They were able to push him back and slow down this progress a little bit. So you got Darren working this side. Nobody there quite yet, but AB is going to be coming forward. You got Foo Boy, who's going to work the flank. And then you got Reeds just still being very aggressive up front, working on these guys. Mr. Pink coming on this side. Zeph takes him out. All this smoke, man, they are just absolutely blinding Legion Aux. Reeds is going to try this same approach that worked last time, because he's got good smoke coverage now. Takes out the primary defender. It's in good shape for another cap here. So we're going to have to see a cross from Jonko. Put shots on him, but cap goes out.
One left court.
Reeds gets a kill. Doink's back in his spot. Zeph's still working the dumpster. One bails into the room. He's fire team. Just keeping these spawns here. All this aggression. Lewis in blue. Doink might shoot him in the back. If he gets the trade with Zeph, that does eliminate fire team. So at least Father Figures aren't going to be spawning right on the OBJ. And where's everybody else? People crossing here. We're going to follow in Darren. As these guys defuse, he's going to get shots from the unexpected flank. They're expecting more of a head-on. So he takes out one. Takes out two. He bails back, doesn't clean up the third, and Pink is on OBJ. Will Reed see him once again? Come on, guys! I want to see the double defuse. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be close. All right, here comes Lewis. Too much happening at once. Reed's gonna rush him. Catches him during the reload. Reed's going to go for the cap again. Will Jonko come out? Come on, Jonko. Come on, Jonko. If he does, he's in a dangerous spot with Zeph and Fuboy up front. I believe Code just went hot again. Uh-oh, now he's got util coming from over there, so he's going to have to worry about Doink. He's going to have to worry about Zeph. And I think Zeph has eyes on him. Zeph's fire team tucked into this spot now. Reed's working the patio. AB going to try to cross. But you got Zeph shooting him. You got Darren shooting him. It's just chaos everywhere. Legion Aux down to 4 down. That's 5 down. And Father Figures finally, after 2 sends that failed, get their 3rd send and are going to be able to set up some map control here. Mr. Pink going top side. It's their last chance, but Fuboy takes him out. And Father Figure's now just going to work on cleaning everybody else up that has to fully expose in order to try to get the defuse. And that's it. Oh man, good fight. Good fight. Made him cap. Made him send the code 3 times. Love to see it. All right, end of map 1. Reed's leading the way 16-3 with the cap, just bringing it to him on offense and defense. And Darren right behind him at 18-8. Great job, Father Figures. Good try, Legion Aux, man. That was close. There was just too much smoke. That's overwhelming, and it's so tough to keep your composure when that happens. But they were able to push back that attack multiple times. All right. Let's give Father Figures a point. Close out map 1. And see what's in store for map 2. It's actually early enough in the day for me to cast and have coffee. That's kind of nice. All right, so while we're waiting for map 2, I want to shout out our sponsors for the league this season. So for the 3rd season in a row, we have Sunlocky Games sponsoring us. Sunlocky makes gun stock accessories for VR. They make golf club attachments, ping pong paddle attachments, other physical attachments for your VR controllers to make it more immersive and realistic. Check them out. Also, shout out to Helga. They've been they're new to our league this year as a sponsor. Helga is a management tool that lets teams better control their rosters, more seamless availability, information, scheduling with other teams and captains. So check out Helga. It is a really cool tool. Makes it a lot easier, man. As a captain, it's always so tough to organize your own team and then communicate with another team. So Helga just eliminates all those unnecessary steps and makes it nice and easy. So they supplied us with a free code for our league to use. All of our teams are already inputted into their system, ready to go. All you have to do is head over to their Discord, sign up, and easy living. Cool. We are going to go to Turbine for map 2. Looks like we are downstairs Turbine. Gosh dang it. See if I have any cams set up. Nope. All right. So I know you guys are intent. I am going to get some things set up in game and be right back. All right, got some cams here. We're going to give these teams a moment to strategize. Looks like, so again, we're Turbine downstairs. We've got Father Figure starting off as Marsoc. And then we're going to have Legion Aux starting off as Volk. One thing I want to see, Legion Aux starting as Volk here. Anytime you're Turbine downstairs, it's a good bet to assume that the other team is going to use a lot of utility, a lot of smoke, and so your defensive positions on Turbine downstairs can't be too far back. If they are, then you're just asking to get smoked out, and you're going to have to leave your little nest, and however you're holding that angle, you're going to have to push forward and expose exactly how Marsoc wants you to. So just set up your defense, you know, a little bit further forward, and try to get as much action at that center wall or beyond as possible. Just to make your life a little bit easier, a little bit safer. All right, I'm adjusting one more thing, and then we're going to follow these teams in. We've already got shots. We're going to go there. Just a pre-fire from up top. And then they're spraying him from downstairs. Zeph's up next. He smokes. AB in red. Nobody coming to him, but you bet he was ready for some boom here. He's got a frag in his hand. C4 on his vest. Check out this approach from Reeds. What do you got at Reeds? MCX? Nope. AK, but Reeds is in a spot to do some damage here. He hears AB below him. As soon as AB's feet go on these metal stairs, Reeds is going to be in a great spot to pick this up. Oh, AB pauses. AB still has that frag. So if Reeds kills him, he's going to want desks and all sorts of objects between them. Reeds calls him out. Come on, AB. AB's trying not to make footsteps.
Maybe on the stairs, halfway red hallway.
All right, so Lewis just takes out Darren down by the tunnel, it looked like. Maybe he's going to peek this. And Reeds gets him.
Oh, we did.
Okay, Reeds going to move forward. That's 1 dead for Legion. 2 dead for Father Figures. And Jonko's able to get Reeds. Great footstep audio placement. Lewis downstairs. Wait, what? Why'd you go there? I'm trying to go to Lewis. Oh, Lewis just went down from Fuboy. Looks like Fuboy and Lewis trade. That's what I wanted to see. But from a defensive standpoint here on Legion Aux, we got Jonko upstairs. We've got Saxon holding this turbine. Nice, like, this isn't too vulnerable from smoke. Mr. Pink back here. Good eyes on the basement. Good eyes on red pipe. But this is only visual cover. You can shoot through these metal objects. Looks like that was a TK.
One down left side, one's mid.
And Lewis working to recover tunnel just as he had before. Takes out Fuboy. But good smoke coverage on that basement entrance means that Darren... Ooh, he's getting fragged off, so he's feeling the pressure, but he wanted to go on that head-to-head. Was that a knife from Reeds? Oh, Reeds, I'm sorry, dude. I was just trying to get there. Reeds knifes AB in the tunnel. Comes out, kills 2, smokes it, getting the cap. That's 5 dead for Legion Aux. The knife kill. I could see those two, their overlays getting close to each other in that tunnel. Knew that it was imminent, but was not expecting a knife. Great play by Reeds. These guys are going to have to come out of here, and you got lots of eyes right down range. Whoa, AB with... Hit AB. I think he might have taken 2 with him. So weakens the Father Figure's defense a little bit. We're going to go to these guys. Again, Zeph doesn't have physical cover. It does reduce the bullet damage through these metal objects. But, as you see, he gets shot through it. Doink on the barrels. Push in there, Jonko. Help him out. All right. 5 dead. It's going to be a little tight with time, but if Pink gets this code out right away, this should be a defuse. Great recovery by Legion. DC takes out AB. That was up top. DC's just making a hard push. Crash to the OBJ. He now bails downstairs. Reed back in the knife hallway here. Takes out 1. They shouldn't expect Legion's defense to be nice and tight on this OBJ. Oh, Reed's just thinking they had more numbers. But yeah, that was a 5-0 for a moment. So Legion had very, very tight D on the OBJ with lots of numbers, and Pink is still locked in tight on OBJ, tucked in into an off-meta position that you wouldn't so much expect. Lots of smoke means chaos here for Legion Aux. Saxon comes and checks this hallway, but they made another nice recovery. They got 4 dead for Father Figures, with the last up being Darren. AB is downstairs working the tunnel. Love that he's looking forward. His team's in a good spot, so he could even just hold that. What are you going to do? Yep, he's going to hold it. He's going to knife somebody in the back. Do not forget about AB. Fuboy and Darren up top here working this way. And we've got kind of a reset. Great recovery by Legion Aux. They're in a much better position now than they've been all around. Reeds is going top office. That's still a weak spot for him. Saxon is holding red hallway lower. And Pink's still tight on OBJ. Here comes Darren. Using the smoke as an opportunity, but he's taken out by Jonko. You see Saxon take out Zeph down low. Boy's coming up top. So this might be an encounter with Jonko here. But Reeds is sneaking out. Reeds is going to be dangerous. AB with the explosion on Doink downstairs. And the confirm. So we're down to 3 dead father figures. Reeds is going to explode here. He just heard those footsteps come off those stairs. All right, so Reeds is going to be in a very dangerous spot. So he gets 1. Gets 2. Oh my goodness. Gets 3. He's going to work on Jonko. Peeks it. Jonko is tucked in. And so Jonko's able to finish him off and save the day. He's last up, so lots of pressure on him. Zeph takes him out, so that's 5 dead once again. Lots of smoke coverage. AB's going to run in and try to get some explosives on here. Code goes hot. Pink takes out Darren. AB should take out Zeph. He shoots Zeph, but Zeph doesn't go down. So AB's priming an explosive. He's just going to push it. No, he bailed back. AB's feeling the time pressure here. They've got that offensive smoke. But AB self-grenades, unfortunately. Lewis is also down. Father Figure's in a much better spot here because of Zeph. Mr. Pink going onto the joint. Darren should have called him because he ran right over Darren's dead body. Jonko, can you save the naked? No! And that's the end. Lewis is going to have to respawn. That is... Doink is the only one alive in the lobby right now. As fire team. So that means that father figures are going to be able to spawn right back on him. Lewis needs to revive. He's going to get TK'd by AB, but that actually speeds things up. But still. Fortunately, I think we're out of time for Legion Aux. Able to get the defuse that first time. Not the next. That last kill, Doink. There it is. Father figures take map 2. Round 1. Great job. Oh man, crazy. We saw it all. We saw knives. We saw triple kills. The angles are tough downstairs turbine, so wasn't able to get the knife or see, you know, the beautiful POV from some of those triple kills, but great place. All right, map 2. We're gonna give father figures the first point. I'm realizing now on the scoreboard in game, it's always backwards, so that's a bummer. I need to figure out how to fix that. When teams switch sides between rounds, if they don't stay Marsoc and Volk the entire time, I have no way to give father figures a point here. They actually won map 2, so we're gonna forget about that. We're just gonna erase these scoreboard at the top here. All right, back to the tent. Give father figures a point for the map 2 win. Man, I thought Legion Aux was going to take that for a moment. They really, after that first defuse and getting, you know, the team wipe on father figures, they pushed them back and they were in a pretty good spot. The thing that I love seeing from father figures there is that they use smoke extremely well, and they'd smoke and they'd push through. It's so important, you know, on downstairs turbine, if you can get that cap off and make the defense feel pressured, it makes your life a lot easier when they, you know, start running forward. And like we saw AB leave a guy alive in the red line hallway just because you feel the pressure from the cap. So great use of utility by father figures. Let's see if Legion Aux can do the same on offense.
I made a little bit later.
All right, who's fire team? Jonko fire team. Lewis going outside. We're gonna go there first. He goes right, so I thought he was gonna get first engagement. He still might be DC. Put shots on him. He does get it. Saxon getting the next shots out, but Reeds is able to get him. Reeds gonna push in. That's kind of what you look for here. Reeds did push into red line hall. He felt it a little delayed, so he's kind of being careful, pre-firing it. Smart play. He's got footsteps above him. He knows that there's somebody up there. Jonko, how aggressive are you going to be? Got to check in with Lewis first. Lewis getting ready to peek this. If he does, he's got danger from Zeph. We do have
Sounds like fire team.
Jonko is fire team upstairs, spawning people in on him. They're holding this, expecting it to be pushed. Still going to be a trade either way. I would hold that as I walk down this tunnel. Get more forward. Doink takes out Lewis at the red pipe. Saxon up top. Working more forward. He's going to run into Darren as it happens. He does get Darren. Great play. Util coming out, so Zeph should expect this and rotate up. He's trying to spray through it. Boo-boy still, or excuse me, Reeds is still in red line hallway. He's creeping. I think he's going to try for the flank up the stairs. But we got Legion Aux with great top pressure. Foo-boy on the flank. Takes out two. Jonko's last up here. Jonko refrag. He's still fire team. Looks like we got the TK on Foo-boy. Foo-boy is running backwards, so I get it. Reed's still being sneaky down in bottom red line. Jonko is going to start spawning people in on him. He does win that gunfight, but he was identified by DC. So here in a few seconds when DC gets back to 10, he's going to shout out, hey, fire team top right for Volk. And they're going to crash this. Again, no physical cover for Lewis, so he does trade with Doink. Reed's on the flank upstairs. Gets one. He's expecting another. He is there. And on the radio, though, so he takes out, or he's taken out by Saxon. And only two up for Legion Aux. So they were mostly reset. But Saxon's still in a powerful spot here. If he can just get further forward on these power boxes, he can do a good job killing people off. Yep, well done. He's going to take out people as they spawn and run that side. All right, DC hit the flank downstairs. He takes out one. Looking for more. Not happening. Reeds and Saxon here, head to head. Reeds wins it. And Father Figure's able to recover. Doink putting shots out. Looks like he takes AB down. Zeph's pushed forward, but he's outside of Redline Hall working the pillars. So you got Util coming in. Legion Aux able to take control of Redline Hallway. Zeph will be a surprise if they try to exit this. Looks like they're backtracking. Remember, when you do that, you're going to make noise, but if they were to push out of Redline Hall, Zeph would be the guy here. And then upstairs, you got kind of the same thing with Reeds. And you got Darren working up top. So great control by Father Figures of this side. What's Lewis going to encounter here? So Father Figures have that much in office. They could be a little weak here on this side. And Jonko and Zeph trade. All right, so one downed, one dead for Legion Aux. Ooh boy. Filling that weak area. Coming in from the tunnel. Gets one. Saw the pickup. Looking for the other. And Lewis is able to take him out.
I avenge you, Johnny's dead.
All right, good smoke coverage. Use that. You don't got to look through it if you can't see through it. So Lewis able to push in. There was that weak area. Reeds, though, yeah. Reeds able to rotate here. And I'm on the wall, but actually, hey, it's kind of nice. You got lots of space. Pink was able to push downstairs. Use that red pipe. That's a weak area for a lot of teams. You know, they focus a lot on Redline Hallway. Oh, Reeds wanted the knife, man. Focus a lot on Redline Hallway, but oftentimes, offensive players are able to sneak through the red pipe area when people, you know, put so much attention on Redline Hallway and the tunnel. Jonko goes down. It was from somebody back here. Darren back here. We got to reset. Last up for Legion Aux are kind of further back in their spawn. Lewis does take out one. Father Figure's trying to push onto this side of the wall. I love the aggressiveness because it's important. Again, multiple engagements as far forward as possible. Going to increase your odds. Lewis is waiting for it. Takes him out. Pink takes out Reeds. He's going to try that red line or that red pipe push again. Zeph just checked it out as he rotated off. He's going to be working up top. Doinks. Ah, I'm in a wall, man. Don't do that to me. Dang it. Alright, so we can't go to Doink because I can't see this, but he's working on Mr. Pink. They also have Foo Boy putting shots there. They're blinded by smoke. Mr. Pink coming up top. Gonna push it head to head. Doink wins that matchup. Lewis downstairs. On the right side of the turbine. They got good smoke coverage. You don't always have to cap from the joint. I think... Okay, good. That's the right play. People feel safe on that joint, and it can work, but... You got good smoke coverage down here. Saxon feels that. Father figures are not feeling pressure right now. So this is going to be a surprise cap, but it should be quick cleanup. And Darren comes in. Nice awareness by Father figures. Feeling pressure from the smoke. So they come in and clear them out. As soon as this smoke goes away, yes. Lewis and Reeds were ready for it. Zeph spraying through smoke of his own. And Legion Aux should be running out of lives here. Got AB pushing forward. Let's watch AB as he kills off all 5, sends the code, and then wins the round. There's one. It's gonna happen, guys. He's got the knife ready. He's got smoke. Doink's putting shots on him from up top. AB's got bad eyes, so even though we're downstairs and engagements are only... 10 feet. He's still got that 12x. It's hard for him to see, beyond 10 feet. I love AB. I love teasing AB. He's a fun guy to play with. All right, so he's backtracking. I like that he was spotted, in the tunnel. Threw out some smoke coverage. If we were to take a look at Father Figure's eyes, they're clearing that. They're still swarming it. You got Reeds pushing into it. And AB. Footstep audio is going to be picked up by Doink here momentarily. We should see the pivot back. You see Doink does a quick peek up top.
You guys, I'm going in circles on you.
Everything nice I've ever said about you.
Oh, AB. All right, good play.
Over here.
Good win, Father Figures. Oh, that's not a good area to see scores from. There we go. So Father Figures take map 2, round 2 for the 2-0 win on map 2. And we'll head see what's next for map 3. All right, what's up, Midget? Thanks for joining. Holland's here. Yeah, that first round was close, man. That was fun. Doink was the last up for a moment. Just the lone man in the lobby. You don't see often, so that was cool. All right, map 3, we are back to Father Figure's pick. We're going to Abandoned. I'm not sure if they chose the map or chose to defer once again, like they did map 1. We are in the infamous south side water tanks, oil tanks, OBJ location that heavily favors Marsoc. We have Legion Aux starting off as Marsoc. So if they're aggressive, they do have an opportunity to push this OBJ immediately and do some damage. So we'll take a look at that momentarily when we get into the lobby. Adjust some team names. All right. Send you guys there real quick. Check that out. This OBJ, man, it's such a tough one for Volk. We saw it in the AMF Saints and Sinners matchup the other night. If you're an aggressive Marsoc team, you can pre-fire that initial Volk spawn at the start of the round, and if you kill anybody, they're basically not going to be able to push back to the objective for the entire length of the round. And if you're able to sneak a Marsoc attacker to the OBJ right away, combined with a couple of kills, when you get the code sent, like, it's pretty much game over. It's unfortunately just not greatly balanced OBJ location. You know, there's counters on Volk, like you can take direct routes. Let's look at this. We're gonna wait for these guys to strategize for a second, make sure they're still on Marsoc and defense. So pointed this out the other night, like before it happened with SAS AMF. But the initial, Marsoc spawn is right here. Volk spawn back there. So 2 pre-fires, like if these Volk guys run up to this pillbox here, they can be taken out from right here. But from the other side, let's see if Legion does it. You can also fire, like pre-fire that spawn from these pipes. Okay, so we have Jonko and Pink going there, so they're not going here. Father Figure's good smoke. I want to see how this plays out, because this is the angle. See, these guys could still happen. Jonko still doing damage though. See, like no matter how you look at it, you can just get shot by Marsoc from either direction. So that leaves Reeds as the only defender on OBJ. Legion Aux though pushed a few too many, I think, wide left. They are going to do a lot of damage on these guys trying to replenish OBJ. So I think what that's going to mean is, like, Reeds is going to have to do it all himself here on defense for a while. As long as Fireteam leader Jonko stays alive, if these guys on the left go down, they're going to spawn on him. So this coach should go hot in a moment. Reeds is just going to play this game in the back room where he's going to defuse over and over. And then I think what we're going to see from Father Figures is that they're just going to try to keep him alive in that back room. It's going to be kind of like, you know, how old Downfall plays. Not a bad strat, not a bad way to think about it, honestly. If you play this like old Downfall, where you just keep alive in the back room, and you got people on the hill pillbox here, they keep you alive in that back room. What, bro? What? Knife him, Reeds. What?
Code won't go in either.
What's happening here? Oh, his Father Figure's never able to spawn in? What happened? Reeds was the only player in the tent after that initial push. That sucks. Legion Aux was in a really good spot too. So it looks like after those initial players went down, I see like minus 124 on the scoreboard. It was a glitched lobby. Dang, man. That's a bummer, because Legion Aux, regardless, would have been in a great spot to do some damage there. So this is going to be a quick reset, and then we'll come back and see what happens next time. So we'll see how Father Figures adjust. But you know what? Let's forget the Marsoc advantage and create a new meta for this defense, right? So, all right, if you're Volk and you're trying to physically get to this OBJ, like your A spawn's back here, so you can come downhill here, no cover, you're gonna die. Come through here, no cover on pipes and upstairs and all that stuff, like you're gonna die. Same thing here. So what you can do is like send somebody where Reeds was back room right away, and then just keep that person alive throughout the course of the match. So from up here, treat it like you're playing, you know, top Volk B on Downfall, and just keep them alive. All right, we're gonna go Volk perspective from this initial spawn. Zeph comes down, they pre-fryer it. Reed's coming down. His Father Figure's in better position here because nope, same thing. Reeds is the only one on OBJ. But the difference is that Legion wasn't able to get their presence downhill. You got Doink working up top. So much better position from Father Figures on this one. Lewis goes down. We're going to go to Jonko. Is he fire team again? He's not. We've got a different fire team. Dang. Bummer how that turns out, because they were in much better position in that glitched round one. DC wins that on Saxon.
-1.
Reeds and Doink team up on Jonko. So you got Reeds playing kind of the traditional defensive approach downhill here, listening for footsteps that come down above him. I want to find fire team leader. Looks like it's Mr. Pink. Ah, bummer, and it's up top here. Putting shots on Doink, but as you can see, you can't see a whole lot. Looks like he does get him. So as fire team, he's going to have to move out of here. Because he does have teammates kind of holding the same angle, same positions. You want to be spawning downhill. So he's going to start moving forward, hopefully. We got AB. So these guys are going to make it extremely difficult for any Volk defenders to get back to the OBJ. Doink got killed from the other side last time. So let's see if he pushes to safety here. He doesn't. Zeph, lone man, OBJ is playing in the back room. He stays alive here. I think that's what we're going to figure out. That could be one of the only ways to just kind of control this. Reed's still going to be surprised for any of these guys that come downhill. They're all just working on Doink. So Doink kind of playing this like, you know, you'd play Top Hotel on Downfall or Twins Ridge on Downfall. Just wiggling and moving and making it hard for them to hit your head. Saxon goes down on the far side. DC's pushing up, so Father Figure is able to take more map control here. Jonko does take him out. Doink still working the ridge here. I see some smoke coming out from Legion Aux. Saxon's down. That's pickup's not going to happen. Your fire team's on the other side here. So he's just going to have to respawn. Lewis taking a creative peek looking through the containers. It's going to take one guy to push this and discover Reeds and a surprise. And then it's going to take a couple more to figure out how to counter Reeds. You know, they're throwing smoke utility out, so they might not have flashes. Fuboy takes out Lewis as he's trying to push downhill. So Father Figure's with a nice spread defense here. You know, defense is definitely possible on this map if you can counter that initial spawn push. And so Father Figures was able to do that, and now they're in a really strong setup. So Saxon's still waiting on that revive over there. It's like Lewis might come try to get the pickup. He's not, so Saxon's just going to have to respawn. Ooh boy, nice shot on Mr. Pink. And you see both Doink and DC working up top now. This is going to be very, very tough to break. We'll see what these guys are looking at. So, you know, you have some visual cover. If you can smoke those hills and basically rock hop, rock to rock. The problem is that then you're going to have to run into Reeds, and he's going to be a surprise. It's just social hour for Doink and DC up here. Maybe he's trying to pick him up. Everybody's trying to get these guys. While Fuboy is just doing his thing over here. I mean, Zeph and Reed's able to take it easy this round so far. Oh, there's Jonko. Good. Moving headshot by Fuboy. Going putting shots out on Pink. And Lewis from up top takes out Darren. All right, Doink, you saw him. Now he's going to work on AB. Doesn't see him anymore, so he knows AB dropped down. This is tough because you got to be exposed to what you're worried about in order to hit this shot. And AB laser's getting close. He found a little crack. That's a tough shot for Doink. Yeah, every time he wants to peek it, you got to fully expose. Mr. Pink's also going to put some pressure on him. Darren's able to help out with that. He spawns and goes left. Hey, one thing I want to point out, so we just saw a good example of why pressure is so important on Marsoc. And I know, like, this is worst case scenario, so it's hard to put pressure here. Check out Saxon coming downhill. But Doink was taken out by Marsoc defenders, or Marsoc attackers that were, you know, far back in their spawn. And then he was able to respawn before they moved any further forward and refrag them. So that's a perfect example of why you want forward pressure at all times when you're Marsoc. Or if you do kill a person, you know, you got to move. You got to risk it, because it's otherwise it's just rendered useless. You see it all the time on Downfall. These long range maps like this, any engagement from here, if you don't capitalize off of it, it means nothing. So if you're able to get a kill, even if you get 2 kills and you lose a life, you know, like Jonko down here, it doesn't matter. So your only hope here, I like Saxon pushing a different angle, trying to figure it out. But yeah, best hope, lots of utils coming downhill.
In between the green boxes.
See where Reeds is at? Anytime I'm playing that position, I do feel weak to the red pipes. So it's where Reeds is aiming. But I do think there's an opportunity. Man, lots of chaos happening here. I think there's an opportunity. So I just love this push, man. Go for it. Rock hop. This is exactly the push that you want to see. Even with no smoke coverage, it shows it's possible. But again, this is that surprise we were talking about. All right, so checking in on Reeds' position. Anytime I'm here, I do feel weak to that. So if you think about, like, if Marsoc were to send an offensive attacker to those pipes, they would have a good eye on Reeds if they're expecting this position, which they should be now. Gonna have to win a head-to-head, but, I mean, you gotta win gunfights in order to win these matches. And then once you're there, you've got some pretty decent smoke coverage to kind of get in that valley and move forward. DC gives AB a taste of his own C4 medicine. He's going to work to confirm it, but he might expose as he does. And they're just behind on the shots. DC retreats back to safety. But yeah, check it out from this downhill. You know, they've been so worried about that top pillbox the whole time. You use some smoke coverage, you can get some visual cover between yourself and up top. Fuboy would be the biggest risk as they're crossing, assuming Fuboy's still doing Fuboy things. Yeah. But still, I think that's
Green smoke.
something new to try. Good news about playing this OBJ in a round 1 is that both teams get a crack at this push. So we'll see next round if Legion Aux is able to push back the attack from Father Figures and lock them in on D, just as we're seeing here. Lewis trying to spray through some metal walls. Love seeing that. Pink finally gets Fuboy. Good shot, dude. That's a tough shot. They're still worried about Doink and DC up top. AV putting shots close.
Second floor. Yep.
AB is a good sniper. AB is a good shooter. Especially on maps like Downfall.
I'm good, thank you.
There's that surprise again by Reeds after DC gets one. If you encounter somebody here, my best advice is you're coming downhill. You want that smoke coverage to protect you from DC and Doink, Fuboy, those guys up on the hill. But you're also going to need a flash. And just toss that flash long. Get it high, explode it something like right here. And it's going to blind anybody there. And then you just got to first man trade, second man clear to push. Here comes Jonko. He's working on it, but Zeph takes him out. All right. Good defense, Father Figures. That's a tough one to defend. They were able to push back that attack and get the round 1 win. Let's see how Legion Aux handles it next round. It's going to be super important for them to do the same thing. Hold off that first attack and give themselves a chance to set up a defensive, defensive strat. There's just so much better cover for Marsoc pushing down than there is for Volt. All right. Father Figures gets a point. Heading in for one more. It's the defuse glitch, Fulcrum says. Is there a glitch where you can't defuse? Oh, is that why Reed's left back room? Code went hot and he couldn't defuse it. That's a bummer, man. Yeah, Ronan, pity about the aggressive lobby. I really do think, I mean, good news is, like, match was decided, maps 1 and 2. So congrats to Father Figures, like, overall victory for the night. And I think they'd be the first to admit, like, hey, we were in bad shape. Map 3, round 1, you know, that first glitch lobby, I think Legion Aux had a really good chance at taking that one. It wasn't guaranteed. You know, obviously you have Reeds there. We saw what Reeds is able to do all night. Like, he's an insane player. And he was diffusing code, but it's hard to argue with this OBJ and the advantage for Marsoc. So I do think Legion was in a great spot to pick up a round there. All right. You know what? We're going to just start off here. I know these guys were watching the other night. I'm expecting them to do the same thing AMF does. See some offensive smoke already. That is interesting. Reeds, how many are you going to take, man? Oh, I love the laser coming in here. Oh, he's just going for it. So he's going to take it to him instead of going with the long shot. Darren did the quick spawn B. Oh, I love seeing there's this map is so overpowered, man. There's not one spawn pre-fire from Volk to Marsoc. There's not 2 spawn pre-fires from Volk to Marsoc. There's freaking 3 or 4 different ways to just, like, destroy the other team. It's just... Good shot by Reeds. I think that was a pistol.
Friendly in back room.
So did he bail with his gun? Come with a pistol? Yeah, that was nice. Took out AB. Let's get some pistol action here. Takes another one out.
Better tank there, good call out.
Little ninja.
He jumped down, he's at tank.
He's getting shot through. First word is going to be there. All right, so we're going to bail off of him. He's got to be running low on ammo, so he's going to have to start to slow those pistol shots down. But again, like, you only need 1 attacker on OBJ. Anybody else that tries to come down that hill is going to have to deal with Darren. They're going to have to deal with... Doink, I was trying to go to Doink. That's it. Just like that. Father Figure is able to take the OBJ. Great win. Father Figures. Great games. Legion Aux. Playing a tough team. Held your own. That was exciting, man. How many times did we see code go hot and then defused by Legion Aux tonight? Love seeing it. All right. Gonna go back to the tent. Give Father Figures credit for map 3. And that's gonna do it for our Sunday cast. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you all have a great day, and we will see you next week for some season 9 or week 9 action. Later.